So guys, this Mr. Dele Farotimi's video on Peter Obi has resurfaced again after Rufai's interview with Peter Obi on Pandora paper went viral. Guys, this is Mr. Dele Farotimi, and here is what he said in this video. He said, if Peter Obi had done anything illegal or misappropriate state funds, EFCC would have arrested him since. For the fact that the EFCC has not found anything with which to arrest him speaks volume. This is from Mr. Dele Farotimi during this interview. Guys, this is what Peter Obi said when Rufai threw a question to him about Pandora paper, guys, because many critics will always want to bring this topic again. Peter Obi has clarified on this, even on Arise TV. He has spoken on Pandora paper, but some people will still want to use it to, like, you know, dent him, and Rufai also asked him question as regards to Pandora paper, and this one he said, the Pandora paper issue relates to a structured estate transfer system in which I save some money for my family. It's open for everyone to verify. Every week I visit a school and a hospital, and in each place I go, I spend not less than 10 million naira. You can start monitoring it from today. I only want to see Nigeria work for young Nigerians. Go and investigate anything I have done in my life. If you find any criminality, I will stop campaigning. Mr. Peter Obi, NDC presidential candidate, guys. Peter Obi released bombshell here. He even told Rufai that he's going to give him all the information that has to do with the Pandora paper, that you can go and verify that it's an open place that the public can always access, guys. Peter Obi has shown, guys, credibility, you know, in its highest form. I mean, there is no match as it stands now in the political space to match Mr. Peter Obi. This man is saying that if you find any criminality associated with me, I will stop campaigning. And he has also dared Kenneth Okonkwo that if you have any secret that you are hiding from me, you are protecting from me, come out and say it. He also challenged the entire Nigerians that if you have anything or you know anything he has done criminally wrong, come out and expose it. Guys, sometimes I just keep believing, was this man born in Nigeria? Guys, was he born in Nigeria? Was such a man born and bred in Nigeria? Guys, this is a role model for today's young Nigerians, because the political class is all about grab it, snatch it, run with it. Power is not serve a la carte, and since they came into power, they've been grabbing from the masses. Even if the masses have nothing to eat, they want to tax them. They want to put all kinds of burden on the people, guys, while they themselves, they are living a lavish life. Guys, let me allow you to take a look at what Peter Obi said during this interview, guys. It is going to shock you all that Peter Obi said, that spoke about in this video. And also, let me first allow you to take a look at what Mr. Dele Farotimi said about Peter Obi, you know, not being able to be found guilty by the EFCC. That speaks volume. Take your time, watch this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification for more. Now take a look.
I assure you that if Mr. Peter Obi had broken any laws, because if he had broken any laws, I assure you that the bail conditions that would have been slammed against him by the time the charges are brought would have been worse than the ones that you have ever seen brought against any terrorist. That he hasn't been charged or had any issues raised related to that should speak volume to you. However, I need to draw your attention to something. If the man had done anything that other members of the Nigerian class, to which is an eminently qualified member, whether it is by reason of his economic capacity or by reason of his political affiliations, he is eminently qualified. If he had done anything against the laws of Nigeria, I am sure that the gentlemen at EFCC and ICPC and what have you, we have multiplicities of political and prosecutorial agencies that would have ensured that he would not have dared to be making a presidential run, because I'm sure you will not suggest that he's a candidate of the system. When you had Mr. Rochas Okorocha, who was a candidate within the capacity of the system to muzzle, and they had sufficient basis to muzzle him, they didn't pull back to muzzle him. So I assure you that if Mr. Peter Obi had broken any laws, because if he had broken any laws, I assure you that the bail conditions that would have been slammed against him by the time the charges are brought would have been worse than the ones that you have ever seen brought against any terrorist. That he hasn't been charged or had any issues raised related to that should speak volume to you.
Every week, fine. I visit a school, a hospital, mosque every week. You can go and check it. Just start today documenting it. And in each that I go, Rufai, I've not spent less than 10 million naira. Not one. I do not need public money. That's why I said, if I go into public today and say public money that I'm not entitled to, I ought to receive punishment from God. I want to see Nigeria work for the young Nigerians.
You know, when you talk about not stealing public money, people are quick to say the brewery matter. You invest in brewery.
No, there is an investigated. In fact, go and investigate it. Go and investigate everything I've done in my life. If you find anything wanting, I stop campaigning. I've challenged people since I left in 2014. Forget the rumor. I said I don't deal with rumor. Everything I do is open. You've just asked me, they said he's involved with the Pandora papers. Is a structured estate transfer system which I save little money for my family. Annually. No, not. It's open to everybody. Open to you. If you want, I give you the statement, everything inside it. I don't hide it.
You talked about your family. Is Nigeria worth the suffering your family is going through for all of this?
I tell them that. I tell my children. I can tell you my children thinks that Dad should do this.
The children are convinced?
Oh yes, my daughter every day says to me, listen, without sense of humility, listen, Dad, why should people be sick and they can't go to hospital? My son does the same thing. I'll show you when I finish what they write to me in this thing. Because it doesn't make sense. If you go to Indonesia, every community have a primary health care. Today, Indonesia have 95% insurance coverage. If you're sick, you go to hospital. Everybody. Nigeria doesn't even have 5%. All these people here, if they're sick.
Why is it that you couldn't work with Atiku?
No, who said I couldn't work with Atiku?
I mean, but you left the ADC.
Can't you see what's happening in ADC?
Is it? Some people are asking, is it a must that you must be on the presidential ballot?
No. Can't you see what is happening in ADC?
Yes, I've seen what is happening in ADC.
And you think and anybody should stay there?
But people are also saying NDC too has been taken to court as regards your party registration. When you talk about court cases,
no, we don't have that. We don't have 3 presidential candidates now. We don't have that situation. The situation, every situation has its own decision. When the court decides that we're not there, that's it. And you ask, is there a must that must be
on the presidential
ballot? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm offering myself.
The question people are asking, Kwankaso was on the presidential ballot in the last election, but today he's your running mate, he's your vice.
There's nothing wrong in that. Let me tell you. You can't even ask me that. Let me tell you, in the last election, if you add Abuja because they've added Abuja, if you add Abuja because they've added Abuja as a state now, Kwankwaso won one of the states. President Tinubu, Vice President Atiku and myself had 3 states, 12 states each. Even that happened because they took 2 of mine. They took Rivers and Benue. Otherwise, I would have had 14. As I said, if they did the right thing, I won. But however,
are you going to tell us the story of how they took Rivers and Benue from you?
Everybody knows it. Even children on the streets know that. Everybody knows that. Even in INEC portal for a long time, it was there. The result was very clear. But that's not what I'm challenging today. But to tell you that you cannot tell somebody who won 12 states, is he a must? He must be on ballot. When other people want 12 states, you can no longer take me as a marginal contender.
Okay. But President Tinubu is making inroads into the East. A lot of your kinsmen, like your governor, openly come out to declare for President Tinubu.
No, they were there.
Openly come out to declare. And most of the governors in the Southeast, some of them have switched to the APC. In fact, people like Umahi are saying that this is the true Biafra they need. That's President Tinubu. You know what he has done? He has revolutionized the Southeast. How do you feel? Why is that your people do not believe in you? Your Kenneth Okonkwo that was with you before last election is not speaking for you again.
Okay, thank you very much. All these people you mentioned, apart from Kenneth Okonkwo, were not with me in the last election. So nothing has changed. It wasn't a case of there were too many governors. Let me tell you, there was no single governor with me in the last election. In fact, let me even tell you, I'm even exaggerating. There was no councillor. I did not have one elected councillor with me in the last election. I didn't have a local government chairman, no governor, no commissioner, no minister. So what has changed is even better than I have some senators. At least I have 2 senators. I have 11 House of Rep members. So it's actually improved now. But I'm telling you that in the last election, I didn't have anybody with me. All I want is free, fair, credible election. Today, I'm working with Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, which I'm very happy with. Happy with because
this is a man that called you names in the last election.
No, forget that. Happy, let me tell you why I'm happy. Forget about yesterday and names he called me. Happy because one thing you must learn and see in Kwankwaso is that he believes in pulling people out of poverty. He believes that a child of nobody can be somebody without knowing anybody. And that's where 2 of us can work together to transform this country.
So all of a sudden you're saying we should forget what he said about you.
No, what did he say about me? He didn't say I'm a thief. He didn't say I'm a thief. There's nowhere where Kwankwaso said I'm a thief. Okay. There's no people who say this thing. You can find a place where he said I'm more qualified.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong in that.
Okay.
So many people say they are more qualified than me. But I'm saying, and it's true, so many Nigerians are more qualified than me to be elected, but they are not in ballot. Among those who are in ballot, I'm most qualified. Because, yes, you might be a professor, anybody, anything, but among those who are in the ballot, is the people that are going to be elected. You cannot go and be electing people. It's like going to a game. You cannot be a spectator and be talking about medal. I'm in the field, I'm playing. I'm a competitor.
Inroads into the north is another one. A lot of people are saying, in the last election you didn't do quite well in the north. The last election you didn't do quite well. This time around it might not change. Well, is there a strategy for inroads? Because you can't win the presidency without winning the north.
There's no the strategy is that I'm telling them I can solve your problem. There's no strategy. Rufai, what I want to do is to turn around this country. And my commitment is total. And it's something that people can look at the past. Where this man has passed. In small business, in corporations where he served, in where he served as a governor. So it's not something you just say, oh well, nobody's sure of what is going to happen. There's a verifiable evidence. So if you say you're a person of integrity, let's go where we gave you the last money to manage. What happened to the money? And I'll say it now. Show me any other person who left the amount I left while not owing anybody. And I've left that place, Rufai, Anambra State have not bought me a bottle of water since I left. When they are supposed to have a law which they wanted me to sign, to say they will build a house for me in Lagos, build a house for me in Abuja, build a house for... I didn't. Because I said, what I say, I preach. What I preach is what I do.
Okay. I would like to take you on some of the very key issues. These are some of the criticisms against you. They say your criticisms of President Tinubu is quite very shallow. And I'll tell you why. Number one, you hardly prefer solutions to what you will have done as regards pertinent national situation. For instance, while you were giving one of your speeches recently, you said you add 4,000 extra megawatts, you're targeting 10,000 megawatts. Can you give us a breakdown by breakdown of how you are even going to achieve that 10,000 megawatts of electricity?
Fine. What people do here is to, because P2B does not have sophistication of media and everything, to make what I say look like, oh, nobody has said it. Somebody said, if I don't give you power, don't vote for me. Did he tell you how he's going to give you power? So why must my own be in the marketplace?
But you are saying you are different. Can you tell us?
I'm different because where I promised it that governor delivered it. And I've said, and I repeat, that in 4 years, we will generate, transmit, and distribute at least 10,000 megawatts of electricity.
How are you going to do it?
No, I'm not going to tell you how. It is not for you to know how. It is for you to look at the man who is saying this. Go and check political promises all over the world. It is for you to look at who is saying this. Rufai is saying it. Can we trust Rufai? Somebody just said, if I don't give you, don't vote for me. He didn't even add 1 megawatt. Instead, he went down. And he's telling you again.
But power production increased.
No.
I mean, we produce more than what we're producing in 2023.
Listen, forget about Rufai. Nigeria today, since 2015, no new power plant had been commissioned. Not one. By this government. That's when I mean government investing in it. No new one. And in the next coming years, it will not happen because it takes at least 3 years to do one. So that promise was fake. If you compare it to countries like Indonesia, between 2015 and 2025, Indonesia added 70,000 megawatts of electricity. India, within the same period, added 171,000 megawatts. These are things you can go and verify. Egypt, within 2015 and 2021, added 28,000. Rufai, I was in Egypt, visited the power plants. I was in Indonesia, visiting, even met the president. So, Rufai, I know what I'm talking.
So, are you?
I will.
So you're saying you will do it. How will you do it?
I know how I'm going to do it because it's not for me.
No, I said no, but Nigerians need to know.
They don't need to know.
We can't do blind trust.
They don't need to know. They need to believe in me. That what they want to do is that maybe they've hired you for me to everything I said. They come rushing and no. Rufai, I will do it. I will even do more. I know what it means. Because I know that
so you're not going to tell us
the industries in Kano today are not working. I know what to do to provide that to Rufai. That's why I visited this plant. Which other candidate are taking time to go to these countries and see what they're doing?
So, Mr. Obi, it's not about visiting the plant. It's about telling us how you will do it, how you will get.
They're not rocket science. They're not rocket science. What those countries do is not rocket science. It's not as if I'm going to bring what is not there. What they did is very simple. And Rufai, my commitment is I'll deliver it.
Okay.
I have my name on it.
I want to ask you another, but you've not told us how you're going to do it.
Yes.
You reeled out some statistics as regards land mass and things like that. At least you'll be able to give us how you'll be able to do
no,
your
when you
how will you do it?
No, when you say how are we going to do agriculture, how are we going to do this? I've told you, how is not a rocket science. You know, refine. I've run a business for, let me tell you, when I was the bank chairman, that's how the smallest bank became 25 billion bank. I'm no longer involved with any bank now. That I can tell you. Wow. When they said banks should move from 2 billion to 25 billion, everybody said, no, let's find who will take us over, who will take us over, do that. I said, me. No. Other banks want to become 25 billion. Why can't we? They said, no, we're too small. We were just barely about under 2 billion. I said, we will become. The rest is history.
Yeah, but you did something.
No. That's what I'm telling you. We didn't. So, what I have already told you, said, is that if Bangladesh with 148,000 square kilometers of land, Bangladesh with 148,000 square kilometers, which if you divide it with their population, Rufai, of 170 million, it will come to about 0.87 or something square meter. And Nigeria, with 923,000 square kilometers, divided by the population, is about 4 meter. So 4 meter is what Nigeria is. Bangladesh is 0.87 square kilometers. Nigeria is 4 square kilometers per person. And they produce 50 to 60 million tons of rice. And we are not producing 10% of that. We will do it.
But they don't have the security we have.
No, you see, that's what I'm telling you.
And you're not going to solve that insecurity overnight. Because it's been there for like 20 years.
I'm not
and that's why we keep asking how.
I'm not saying you're going to solve it overnight. But I've also gone to prisons and seen young men who are involved in the same insecurity. You're asking them, why did you do this? They say they have no job. What were you paid in the last operation? 30, 40, 50,000 naira. It's the same thing. The more you put people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality. It's happened all over the world, even in Asia. So that's how. I'm not saying I'm going to solve it overnight. I've never claimed, no, it's fine. I've never claimed I'm going to solve it overnight. You can't achieve it overnight. Nobody expects you as a government to have 100% success, but they expect you to have 100% effort.
So
and that's what I'm going to put.
So these your plans. It will take like 6.
Yeah, with Tinubu supporter, come and sell Tinubu for us today. Thank you. Let me open up the floor. Ejai, welcome to the live. Thank you, guys. Meanwhile, guys, if you're enjoying the show, please, let's power tap the live. Please power tap the live.
Can I speak briefly?
Oh, please. Who is that?
Pages.
Please, Ejai, let me respect na senior man, please. Yes.
Sorry.
I see the white beards everywhere. So welcome, sir.
Thank God you made me put it. I had to put it so. Let me tell you one few things. Coincidentally, I was in the same university with Peter B. in University of Nigeria and Nsukka. Listen, when he was reading statistics, when he was reading philosophy, I was reading statistics.
Wait, sir. Sorry, please. Sir. Yes. So you're a super lion.
Yeah, hold on. No, let me finish. I didn't finish in Nsukka, but I was there in Zik Hall. A2 was my room. Zik Hall, A2. That was my room. Myself and Emefele, the former governor of CBN, we were roommates. The same time, Peter B was a student in UNN. Now, in my second year, I got a scholarship, which I fought for when I was in high school. That was when Nigeria was good. I got a Commonwealth scholarship to continue my statistics degree program. And then they said all the 6 of us who got it must do it in National Bureau of Statistics at the University of Ibadan. That's why I transferred to UI.
Wow.
And I finished in UI. Now, after my degree program in the university, I lectured as a lecturer. Then I realized that the salary of teachers, salary of lecturers was very, very poor. And my colleague, Emefele, had entered the bank. And he told me, so boy, look at what you're earning now. Look at what they are paying us in the bank. That time, I now joined Zenith Bank in 1992. Now listen, at that time, Tinubu was the chief accountant of Mobile. Emefele was his account officer. I was working under Emefele. So I knew Tinubu one-to-one. So what I'm going to tell you guys, gentlemen, is this one. I not only need Tinubu very well, I also know P2B very well. So listen to me very well. This is what I'm telling Nigerians. I hope people can understand this thing. I was just speaking to my kids, and I tell them that the reason I'm ashamed of my generation is that my generation enjoyed Nigeria so well, and instead of living Nigeria better, we are living Nigeria worse than we met it. These days, who is that person in Nigeria now that will leave secondary school, pass JAM, and do well in the university and get the Commonwealth scholarship? Nobody again. That program is dead. That program is dead. Who is that person that will go to, who has nobody and will be able to enter by merit, right? Go to the university and lecture and enter the bank by merit. Those programs are dead. Who is that person that when you know you have nobody to sponsor you, right in the university, the 50 kobo per meal, government will give you plus state bursary. And you can survive without parental support in the university. These are the things we inherited. And my generation failed to hand it over to our kids. That's why I said I will not forgive them. This my generation. Because if you do not know what we went through, you will not understand how bastardized the economy is today. Now, why I've seen both of them clearly and closely. And that's the reason why I'm telling Nigerians, if only you can give P2B a chance. After 4 years, I swear, if he leaves, you are going to call him back.
God bless you, sir.
I swear, I'm not betting my life. If he leaves, you are going to call him back. So, okay, you can't go. Don't do what Alex Oti do. It doesn't take 8 years to make an impact.
Thank you.
If you want to make it doesn't take. How many months does it take Tinubu to make an impact in devastating the economy? It's just 1 month. Remove subsidy, remove this thing, because it didn't sit down to calculate it, to reflect on it. It's not, up to now, it's not interested. I'll just tell you one thing now. Now, P2B said it can bring in almost 10,000 megawatts of electricity into Nigeria through solar power alone. And he traveled to Egypt. Many of you may not know. He went to Egypt to see how Egypt did it. And Egypt said, yes, we can do it. But the problem is Nigeria is very corrupt. But what did Tinubu do? Right? Egypt said they can do it with 170, not Egypt now, the people that were doing did it in Egypt. With 185 billion naira, that would have been the cost before this exchange rate. But what did Tinubu do? He came into the country, he became a president, he installed solar power only for himself in Aso Rock and left the other place. Obi will never have done that.
Facts.
He will never have done that. He will never have said, let me abandon my people and make only myself comfortable. Obi will never have taken 150 billion to go and buy a private jet for himself. Listen, I am a professor in Canada. I'm a professor of statistics and econometrics in Canada. Listen to me. 15 private jets you have in the presidential fleet. 15. That's what you have in the presidential fleet. Obi will never keep 15 private jets in his presidential fleet.
Facts.
But the choices are very high. He will sell all of them, like the president of Croatia did. In Canada, we have the best aircraft manufacturing company in Canada called Bombardier. My prime minister in Canada does not have a private jet. If he's traveling, they will take one of the jets and put a label, Prime Minister of Canada. When he comes back, that jet goes back to the Air Canada fleet. We, who cannot make a bicycle spoke or a tire, we have 15 in the presidential fleet. And if you go to Bombardier, Nigeria is the third highest patronizers of private jet in the world. Nigeria is the third. 1, 2, 3. And they are wondering, and you guys say you are poor. You guys say you are poor. You are the third. 1, 2, 3 of people who own private jets. That is the problem we have. So we need somebody who will come in and tidy up the economy well and redirect our perception of life and make things easy. Gentlemen, it is possible. A man who is prudent, a man who loves the country and not after his own personal wealth at all costs, can turn this country around. You don't have to be a mathematician or a genius. But just be honest and sincere, because that is the problem our Nigerian leaders are having today. After my generation enjoyed these good things, you know what they did? When they came to power, They destroyed the educational system. They established their own. OBJ established a university of his own, Bell University. Atiku went, established his own in Taraba, in Adamawa State. And that is not what leadership is all about. There's no way Obi would have. Look at the teaching hospital I did. I have a friend there who is in Okra teaching hospital. How he built it from scratch to the end. See what he did in the school of nursing. Not only in Anambra, up to today, he's still funding school of nursing all over the country. If you've noticed it, he's still funding school of nursing from his private post all over the country. We are saying that we are going to a level where we should tell ourselves the truth. I keep saying, if today Tinubu see me, let me tell you, all of you who are Tinubu supporters, if Tinubu sees me today, he will choose me before you, any of you.
What?
Because of our relationship in those days, 93 to 97. Before we lost contact. And 2001, I flew down to Nigeria. I flew down to Canada. I didn't come down because of bad economy. I came to give my children a second opportunity. But I didn't know Nigeria economy would become as bad as this. So I thank God I brought them there. By now, ladies and gentlemen, look at me with my gray hair. I should be in Nigeria now. This is I'm teaching now at the University of Toronto. And Toronto State University, when I'm teaching them advanced statistics, I would have been happy to be teaching it in Unilag or even in Yabatech. Rather than teaching it here. It's so painful. And we see people keep supporting this man. This man is not ready to help you turn this country around. Today, Canada is saying that we are willing to come and help Nigeria fix the electricity. Manitoba province came to Canada, came here to come and help came to Nigeria to come and fix Nigeria electricity. And bribery was all what they were asking for. They said, no, what is bribery? We said we want to come and help you. You have only 4,000 megawatts, which is not enough of what McMaster University uses every year. We want to come and help you fix this because you have every natural resources here. Your water system is pure and clean. Your solar system is wonderful. You have the rainforest. You have the Sahara system. You have the Sahara. Let's help you fix this thing. And you have the market, 250 million people.
Honestly.
Yes, we didn't want to do it. US is willing to do that. Germany is willing to do that. If only we can get somebody who is honest at the top there. Say, gentlemen, okay, I'm tired. I want to do it. Look at what happened the last time. You know, when he borrow money, Nigerians in US and Canada walked to the IMF office in US and said, look, stop borrowing this man money. Stop loading this man money. Stop loading this man money. IMF was so ashamed. Say, look, this guy is not using this money to develop the contract he told you. Look at this. He's loading his friends. Shaguri, for instance, he took 8 of his top projects. It's in the hand of one man, Shaguri, who is not in Nigeria.
So guys, let me quickly show you how Nigerians have reacted to the Pandora paper of Mr. Peter Obi, guys. Honestly, it's really so nice to see that Peter Obi is saying go and verify the Pandora paper issue. Guys, this is no longer cho. It's no longer time to be talking. Now, this person here say everything Peter Obi said reinforces the idea that leaders should allow scrutiny of their records. This person say it no go better for anybody wey no vote this man. They use bad governments way for now. Guys, this is what people are saying. This person, Peter Obi, is the leader Nigeria must have in 2027. He opens himself up for scrutiny of persons, his past, academics, business record. Who else can do such in Nigeria today, guys? Who else? And this person here said, the first Nigerian politician that probably the last will ever have who can be bold enough to say, I'm not a thief, investigate me. Such a clean man, so proud of you, guys. This person here say Obi has clarified this issue of Pandora papers over 1 million times, but trust the zombies to always twist it to fit their narrative. Thank you, His Excellency, for reviving the hope of the Nigerian people, guys. This interview was top notch. I mean, it was really top notch. Now, why exactly are people against this man? Oh, I forgot they chose a criminal over Jesus. Honestly, guys, for a country that is good with witch hunting, if EFCC smell anything on him, them for don't carry a man has been challenging for over 3 years, and yet nothing. Kenneth go chop beans, and yet nothing. Kenneth go chop beans, and here it says, we know you have no criminal record. If not, this government would have locked you up since 2022. That's why I will always vote for you guys. Peter Obi, this man is just too much, you know. I mean, okay, so this person now put up this, say Pandora paper, Nigerian public officials and their offshore asset. He now put the Pandora paper, Nigerian 7-figure and their offshore asset. This person is here. Peter Obi is there. Gabriele Investment BIV International UK Real Estate Next International UK Limited. Okay, and then this one Atiku Baguda, I think is it not the one that they made the Minister for Defense? 99 million pounds in cash and security via Cook Island and BIV Trust. And then this one, Stella Udua. Okay, Stella Udua, 66.7 million across 4 London properties via, you know, whatever. Then you have Mohammed Bello Koko, former MD Nigerian Port Authority, has 1.4 million pound assets. And then you have Ayetola, Minister of Marine and Blue Economy. Wow, he has 11.95 million pounds. Hey, Nicholas Mutu, members of the House of Rep, members of House of Rep has 624,000 pounds. And then you have Dapo Abiodun, the current governor of Ogun State. Pandora paper investigation reveal how 330 public officials globally utilize offshore shell companies and trusts to obscure high value assets. Nigerian figures held position of a public trust while utilizing secrecy haven to store wealth and manage private corporation interests. So this is actually what Mr. Peter Obi has cleared, that he saves money there for his family. Which school did he attend to last week? Please apply the information so we can verify. Peter Obi as a president may not be collecting salary from Nigeria. Nigeria elites, the politicians, are aware Peter Obi presidency would remove their source of income. Guys, anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Thank you.